Peace. Welcome to my channel, Soul Star Messages. I am Diamondwater, and we're gonna just tap into the energy. I already pulled a few cards here, and you know, I am really just like, look at you. Look at you. You're growing. You did that. Like the last situation or the last moment in time, because there's been a shift. So before the shift, the last moment in time, you have really grown. The glow up is real. The level up is real. Like you took that hurt, that situation, that negativity, that manipulation, and used it for your greatest. What? Look at you. Becoming a new person, already a new person. I feel like what and who you are is going to shock so many people. Because they're like, damn, they've been talking about that, but I didn't think they was really going to do it. Oh yeah, what did you think I was talking about it for? That's what she said. What did you think I was talking about it for? That's what he said. I wasn't just talking about it for no reason. Everything I said I was going to do, I'm already doing, working on, it's coming. There's an energy match. There's a level of an energy match that is working in play. It's in play, working. Feel me? It's coming together. The play is in motion, okay? But like there's work behind the scenes. So I can't even, I don't want to downplay what's really going on to make this happen, to make your dreams happen, make your desires happen. Like the things that you already knew that was going to bring you wealth and abundance, that thing. So you had to change, you had to switch up your energy, you had to level up your frequency in order to get to this good energy. And it made you become more powerful. It made you become more powerful because you were able to even further see yourself for who you really are. Like a lot of us are knowledgeable, and maybe not all of us. Some of us, I don't know, people, humans are knowledgeable about who they are and their plan and their purpose. A lot of times the person has been like that since they were a child, and their parents can tell them certain stories. Yeah, I remember when you was yada yada yada. You've always been that way, right? So what you're doing right now is a part of who you've always been. So now that's where the shock value comes in, because so many people know that you are who you are, you've been who you've been, like you are who you're going to be. Let's put it that way. Let's go forward. You are who you are who you're going to be, and you are what it is. Okay, all that. Shoot. There's, there was some negative energy that you had to deal with. But because you were already living your truth, standing in your light, there was, a test that you had to go through. There was a lesson you had to learn. You had to go through something. But whatever it was, like, shit, thanks for that. Thanks for that shit. I'm turning lemons into lemonade. Woohoo. Unbothered, because there's, new opportunities, new contracts, new approvals, new settlements, new money, new opportunities, new doors opening, new windows opening inside the door. Okay, like surprise I saw a YouTube short yesterday. This lady, she cracked open an egg, right? A hard-boiled egg. Cracked open the egg. Then there was a little baby egg inside. And I was like, ooh, that's crazy. But like, that's random. That's deep. A whole baby egg, like in the shell and everything, not just 2 yolks. It was the shell too. So I don't know if that was real, but it seemed like it. But anyway, at the end of the day, you know, the phenomenon, the change, it's hard for a lot of people to change. It's hard for people to really stand in their power. And you've had enough opportunities of, you know, that up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, you're lit right now. You're lit. And you know what's crazy is, like, this shirt is a perfect example. Like, this actually is orange, but it looks red on camera. So it was like, when people thought they could handle you this way, it's like, I'm really this. You know, like, what I'm working towards may look like this, but I know what it really looks like, so it's going to look like that. You can try to judge and create what you want for me, but that's not going to work, because what I want for myself is this over here. And this over there, that over there, is going to give you your wealth and your abundance. It's going to allow you to, you know, be upper level, influential. You'll be able to show people the way by example, because you'll be doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's why in the beginning I said, look at you. There has been a shift and you are in that. So moving right back over to where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Go ahead and get some cards. Take it a little further and see what the additional messages are. Spirit, please show me additional messages for this reading. Thank you. Okay, we're going to start right there. Travel as much as you can. This will add dimension to your life. So, you know, as much as traveling is important, especially right now, we're in the summer, you know, traveling gives you the opportunity to see different things, to experience different things, you know, like if you go from one state to another, like the vibe is different, the food is different, you know, the weather might be different. There's so many things that are different. You know, some places have mountains while some places have beaches, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the level of benefit and expansion that's going to come from traveling. I'm hearing grounding so loudly with that. Forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. So it's like, you know, of course you had to forgive. You forgave whatever that negative situation was that you experienced. You forgave that a long time ago, because you ain't got time to be worried about, you know, your blessings being blocked, not moving forward, not getting to your next step, your next level. Exactly. You have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. Okay? So it's like, get active, do what you're doing. Don't worry about what you thought you might have lost in the process, you didn't lose anything. You gained a whole lot more than what you thought you might have lost. What you thought you lost was minute to the reality of what you've gained. You're gaining. We're still in gaining mode. And it says, don't dwell on what might be on the other side of the door. So it's like, just go, just do. Because if you are too worried about what the outcome is going to be, then you start manipulating the energy, because it's like, well, I want it to be like this. Every situation, you never really know what the outcome is when you first go into it. You can have expectations, and you can, say what you want to have, or utilize your energy towards a specific situation or goal or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, a door can stay open or it can stay closed. And so if the door closes, then that means the opportunity for you to deal with that, whatever was behind the door, that's a place of thing. You don't really know what the outcome is, basically. That's where you go with that. So again, just like traveling, you never know what you're going to receive from this traveling opportunity. So if you do have an opportunity to travel, vacation, staycation, or even if it's just somewhere an hour away, I'm sure you're going to go somewhere else. And see if that comes up. Maybe there might be directions on where you should go, or where you might be going. But travel can also mean, taking a trip, expanding your mind, and seeing what the universe has to speak to you. A new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. Exactly. So it's like what you've been working on, what you've been training for, or whatever you've been doing, whatever that agreement is that you have. I feel like there's an agreement that you have with God. Obviously, we all have an agreement with God, but it's like, when you're stepping into your power, when you're starting to do the things that God called you to do, that's an agreement, because God had already told you what you need to do. God had already asked you, told you, showed you, whatever. So now you're in agreement with God. And the power behind that is like so much growth, so much wealth, so much power, good energy, nothing to fear. And for some of you, it's going to be outside of, the normal scope. It's not going to be something that, it's going to be unexpected. Like, people are just going to be shocked to see you doing whatever it is that you're going to do. They just didn't think that it was possible, or they didn't support you, or, It's like nobody can be in competition with you because you're in your own lane, right? Like, you're doing you. You're in your own lane. Let's see. Okay, the thinking man is here. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, because there's completion here. Yeah, you just went through whatever you needed to go through. So it's like, you thought about the level of abundance. You already know that you were going to be showered with like knowledge, insight, blessings, opportunity. So that's a part of who you are. Like, there's a window of opportunity open for you right now. And so you should definitely proceed with doing what you're doing. If you haven't been actively doing your craft, your talent, learning, growing, the idea is to, start thinking of ways that you can give yourself more time or the ability to do whatever you need to do. Because if you want this level of abundance here, and some of y'all are like on your fruits and vegetables, some of y'all have, goals, financial goals, like you're going to be able to reach your financial goals. And it's simply because you do have the spiritual prosperity. Like that's what your glow up is. Spiritual growth. This is like truly a spiritual level up. Manifesting things way faster. Things are happening fairly quickly. So, with that being said, keep pushing. Keep pushing for the end, but just don't try to control what that is. Like, a new career path, a new opportunity means lots of training, right? When you first get into it, right? So we have practicality here. So that's like creating your new opportunity to be just like your regular everyday. Like it's normal, it's part of the process. That's what you're going to do. So getting into it, yeah, this is abundant. This is beautiful. Yeah, because you had a rebirth. You had a new birth within yourself. And when you rebirth, you were able to see who you are. You were able to see like deeper into who you are. So I think that's really great energy because a lot of people don't know what to even look for, let alone be able to see what you see. You can only see yourself for what you like, again, the agreement before you even came down here. So it's like, man, having that realization of like all that you were created to do. So you're stepping out of the time of doing what you were told to do and what you were supposed to do and what's most convenient to doing what you want to do, which creates the ultimate happiness within. And everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place so simply. So simply. You'll be able to attract everything that you need. We're not chasing, we're attracting. And it'll come here. You feel me? So, good for you. Look at you. Good job for doing what you did. For, transmuting that negative energy into a positive. At some point, that negative energy thought it had you. Aha! Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So that's awesome. Well, thank you for spending some time with me today. And feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel. I love you so much. You're going to come through to the next video. Come through. Come through. Peace.